Thank you, Anthony, for taking my call. My name is Audra. My husband and I are longtime homeowners. We lost our home of 25 years in the Altadena Eaton fire in January 2025. Like many African-American families in the Altadena and Pasadena communities, we are experiencing the impact of historic redlining and the current challenges of remaining in our area where the property values have significantly increased. Despite this, we are committed to staying and rebuilding in our community that we've called home. We, like many others, want to rebuild rather than see developers take over. While we are insured, we may be slightly underinsured. At 52 and 56 years old, we also are looking at how to best position ourselves for retirement within the next 5 to 10 years. In addition to rebuilding our home, we're strongly considering building an ADU to help supplement our income as we approach retirement. We would greatly appreciate your financial insight on how to manage our insurance proceeds in the short term, especially as it relates to the rebuild. Additionally, that our primary resources for retirement are 401k and pension, and we want to build more income with an ADU. We want to know if it's a smart move for our long-term financial planning. The city is supposedly offering streamlined permitting and flexibility on rebuilding at this time, so we think it's a good opportunity, but we want to approach it wisely. So many minority families in our area are now in a similar position, facing large sums of money for the first time without financial education or guidance needed to make decisions. Your platform is incredibly valuable, and we truly appreciate the resources and information you share. Thanks again for your time and any guidance you can provide. I've been a subscriber for about 8 months, and I always enjoy watching your show. Thank you so much.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. From the real estate side, is this a good idea?
Yeah, simply put, whenever there's the opportunity, and let's explain what she was talking about. An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit.
Okay.
That has different kind of descriptions depending on where you are, because she's in California. Most likely what that's talking about is a separate structure on the same lot that can be a rental property.
Yes.
Or it can be for multi-generational living, a place for grandma, a place for a family member to live on the same lot. Primary home, accessory dwelling unit.
Do they have to be connected or non-connected?
Not everywhere. In some places they are. What she's talking about most likely is a separate structure on the same lot.
I love it because I think in Tennessee it was connected.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very different. So
ADU is cool. All right.
So the short advice to her is if there's two important things she said. In the midst of rebuilding, that the city is offering streamlined permitting and approval to make it happen.
Yes.
Because one of the biggest hurdles that people have in different jurisdictions is administrative and local legislation and local zoning regulations that don't let people put accessory dwelling units on the same property because of fears of density or like a lot of other NIMBY problems that like, I don't want this and it's gonna change the character of my neighborhood, things like that.
Yeah.
So if she has the opportunity to streamline getting that built, that's awesome. The two things I would say to look out for are when you get something like that built, when you add onto your home and make it more than what it was before, insurance, especially in California, is a really big concern. Who you have build the property, the process they go through between permitting, approvals, making sure all of the structural elements are going to be insurable in the long term is really important. So when people want to go build that accessory dwelling unit, it's more challenging to do that type of construction with my homie contractor that does stuff on the cheap.
Facts.
Like that yeah. So
Facts.
Let's be honest. Most people are stressed and stuck in the paycheck to paycheck cycle because they were never taught how money actually works. That is exactly why I built this channel. Every week, my team and I are breaking down how to master your money, how to get out of debt, save, invest, and build wealth without borrowing a dime. No fluff, no hype, just real money talk that actually helps you win financially. You see, because money impacts every aspect of our lives, our peace, our relationships, and even our future. If you don't take control of it, it will control you. And if you're tired of just surviving and you're ready to build wealth God's way, you're in the right place. Over 900,000 people have already subscribed to our YouTube channel with over millions of downloads on our Apple and Spotify podcasts. Now, when we hit 1 million on YouTube, we're giving away $30,000 to help you get out of debt and to start building legacy. So listen, don't just watch. Hit that subscribe, family. Join this community. Let's build real wealth. Let's build real financial freedom together. It's your boy. Hit that subscribe. Let's get back to the show.
Let me answer this question because she said something that stood out to me, which I want to get your thoughts on this. We were insured, but underinsured. How do we know if we're underinsured? Because, I don't think nobody buys insurance and then wants to be underinsured in times like this. So this is a good teaching moment for all of us. Yeah. How do we make sure when we are homeowners, we have enough insurance? Because I'm concerned because my parents live in California and that stuff happens often out there. Yeah. So what do we do when we call into State Farm, wherever we go? I'm with Allstate. How do I make sure I have the proper amount of insurance just in case this was to happen to me?
We have a very good, and let Ryan give his feedback. We've got a very good and trusted insurance provider that helps people talk through that quick online quote that I get that saves me $20, $30 a month.
Facts. Talk to me.
What are the details of what that actual policy protects? Oh. Am I being penny wise and pound foolish? Am I saving a couple dollars on this end by avoiding the actual adequate protections? And am I checking in on it enough?
What?
Laws and a lot of the changes in between climate and a lot of other things happening in this world are directly impacting the homeowners insurance we're able to even get. So the number one thing people need to do, AO, is be checking in on their current policies with their insurance provider and take it beyond just the online inquiry. Like, are you talking to your actual insurance agent and asking the blunt question, in case of something catastrophic or bigger or different, am I protected? Because a lot of us just let it go on autopilot and we don't check.
Building credit the traditional way is slow and confusing, and most credit cards want you to rack up debt just to boost your score. You see, I used to think that you had to choose between staying debt-free or having a good credit score. But, here's what I've discovered. There's actually a way to build credit without any credit checks, without going into debt, and without paying crazy interest fees. And it works faster than I thought possible. See, my friends at Kickoff, they are the truth. They are doing something different. They help you build credit the right way without the debt trap. I've seen people go from no credit to a 700 plus score using their system, and they did it completely debt free. Say it one more time. Completely debt free. Over 150,000 people have left 5-star reviews on the App Store. Users see an average of 34 points increase in their credit score. Some even see, watch this, up to 84 points within the first 12 months. These aren't just numbers. These are real people getting approved for homes and getting better interest rates. Here's the truth. Every month you wait is another month of paying higher interest rates on everything. A good credit score can save you a lot of money, thousands on a mortgage, hundreds on car insurance, and even help you skip the security deposits. Don't let bad credit cost you money. I want you to visit anthonyoneal.com/kickoff right now to get started for as little as $1 on your first month. I want you to build credit the debt-free way because your future self will thank you.
I am going to do that because I think I'm going to create a free PDF because I think a lot of us do not know the proper questions to ask our insurance agents. Because when I get on the phone, they're asking me questions and then they just give me a quote. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that happened to this young lady, right? Now they're in their 50s, underinsured, because we will call, the companies. Like, for an example, when I knew I needed more insurance because I had my pool installed. Yeah. So when I called Allstate to get a quote, and I told them I just installed a pool, it's okay, cool. What's the average size? What's the size of the pool? I couldn't remember, so they guessed off of Google Maps, which is super crazy and scary. Yeah. That they can look up my address and see the pool and estimate, the pool. And it was like, oh, you even got a little golf course back there? I said, hold the heck, how you?
It'll be in the state. Will Smith checking you out. Look at that.
I'm like, how you? Wait, hold up. So I'm like, but I didn't know the proper questions to ask. So you say y'all got a friend named Reggie?
Reggie, yeah.
Reggie. Does he do all insurance or just homeowners insurance?
He's mostly focused on homeowners insurance, and I think he might do business insurance.
Okay.
And to your point, being in California, you got fire insurance.
Yes, you got to have that in California.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're on the coastal, you're gonna have flood insurance.
Yep.
A lot of times.
Yep.
So I think that
what do we have here? Nothing extra, right?
You can have some. There are some flood zones here, okay. So you might need. So you might need flood insurance, but generally there's no disaster hazard zones around here that we have to deal with in a DMV.
Yeah.
But California, Florida, even coastal Virginia, like coastal Maryland, like you're gonna have to have flood insurance. You gotta have fire insurance. And those are the ones where you might call, the Allstates and the, all of those kind of big insurance companies are pretty good with the general insurance. But those additional insurances, that's where you can really get caught up in, because they're the ones where you're like, what's the chances of my house getting caught up in a fire? It's I'd save $30 a month, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, yeah, I've been here 25 years. What'd she say? Yeah. And now my house, because it only took one time.
Listen, man, I relate to that so much. One of my cars got hit. And it was hit by someone who wasn't insured. Well, for me, it was like, well, it's a requirement in law to have insurance. So I said, so why pay for that part of the insurance then if it's required for everyone to have it? So I was like, let me just save $15 for it to cover me the non-insured side of things. Then so I went on 5 years. I get hit in the back bumper, the bumper. I get out my car, the guy hits me, he pulls off. Bumper is done. Called an insurance company. I was like, yeah, man, I was involved in a hit and run. I was like, okay, so this will be a claim, then technically up underneath your non-insured. I said, oh, okay, cool. Oh, Mr. ONeal, you don't have non-insured insurance. I was like, what do you mean? I have not, what? Well, I was so upset.
I bet.
So I had to file an actual claim that went towards me.
On yourself.
On myself. Like I hit the bumper myself because I was hit by somebody else. And I wish we were more educated on how to properly insure. Because if she was properly insured and still had the benefits from the state, her and her husband could probably come out on top financially with this situation, right? And so I want to connect. Reggie, if you watching this, I need you to come on here. I need you to come on, because what I want to do, I want to meet with not just Reggie, but someone to help us really understand how do we properly insure everything: car insurance, health insurance, homeowners insurance, business insurance, right? Yeah. How do we properly know the right questions to ask, the right amounts to go for to make sure that we're properly covered? I even want to talk about term life and whole life insurance because I have my thoughts on that too, right? I'm big on term life side. Whole life, I get it. I think whole life is good when it comes to tax savings and investing route. But when it comes to the most insured paid out, it's like, I kind of like, the side. It just varies, right? So I want to get some proper insurance on that. But thank you so much for calling in. Hopefully they helped you. My suggestion to you is, she said, man, we're really depending on our 401k and pension, right? I want to encourage you to sit down with a financial advisor. Because you need more than just 401k and pension, right? There's a study that came out and said that Social Security within the next 3 to 5 years will be done. Will be gone. Which is so confusing to me because I'm like, if I'm paying into it.
Been paying.
Still paying.
Still paying.
Still paying.
Where in the heck is my money going? If that's for me, what do you mean we're going to run out? Right? So it's like, I understand what they're saying because I understand study, but I don't understand how can I pay into something and you're telling me I'm not gonna be able to get it back when I get older. And so we gotta start taking matters into our own hand, our finances into our own hand. And I'm really excited. I'm gonna link it here because, man, within the next few months, I'm gonna be announcing the escape plan. This is my 5 phases to helping people go from paycheck to paycheck to wealth. And I'm really, really, really excited about that. And one of the things that we're really going to be talking about in there is really how do we properly invest outside of just a typical 401k and pensions. But how do we really do it? And I would highly encourage you and all of you all to 401k is great, pension is great, but what about a Roth IRA? What about a good index fund? What about a good strategy?